I think yesterday it was difficult to understand this simple. I mean, it was kind of compressed one. So I have written here. Is it now understandable? Step by step, go and see whether any typing error is there or not. I want to know if any typing error is there. It should be pointed out now, and I'll be very happy if somebody is pointing out. Anywhere any typing error, I have typed in a hurry, so it may be a mistake. Aman, are you looking at?
Yes, sir.
So tell me if anything, any mistake, whether it is understandable or not. Step by step, you go and tell me. Pratham, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So look at this and tell me any error is there. I'll be very happy if you can point out.
Sir, it is correct.
Okay. So Aman, is it understandable now easily?
Yes, sir.
So this circuit topology in this figure 15-12b contains a 0 at minus 1 upon C1 C2, sorry, R1 C2. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And a pole at minus 1 upon R1 within parenthesis C1 plus C2 parenthesis closed into S. So plus 1, so it is going to be pole is this, and the pole G and 0 comes because of this C2 capacitor 2 in the circuit, and this has been plotted here. 0 and pole is plotted here. So this plot, these expressions, equations are all correct as per you, Tripathi?
Yes, sir.
Okay then. So similarly, other circuit C is there. C is there. See that they are in parallel. So it has been written this way, and you get this equation, and hence if you find out the poles, you see the poles and zeros, and same method is adopted, and it is summarized here. 3 circuits, A, B, C, 3 circuits. I mean, pole zeros are plotted. That was the actually problem question. So now, as our first step in the analysis of filters, we consider first order realizations are described by the transfer function this, and the circuit of B, this figure, and its transfer function given here. Exemplify this type of filter. Depending on the relative values of Z1 and P1, a low pass or high pass characteristic results, as illustrated in the plots of figure 15-16. Note that the stop band attenuation factor is given by Z1, and P1, Z1, P1. Okay. What is attenuation factor? You just stop band attenuation factor, and that's the definition. Remember. Let us consider the passive filters circuit of figure B as a candidate for realization of the above transfer function. We note that Z1 is this, and P1 is this. The 0 always falls above the pole, allowing only a response shown in figure B. Determine the response of the circuit depicted in 17A. This is the figure, circuit diagram, filter actually. There to another the response. So B out by B in of H is this. Is this any doubt? Is there any doubt? These are in parallel. They are also in parallel. Yes or no? Are you getting? This can be simplified too.
Yes, sir.
This can be easily simplified. Little elaborately you can do it. It's not a big deal. And response are basically shown here. Poles, I mean responses here. Poles and zeros are shown. The circuit contains a 0 at this. From this expression you could get it. A pole at this, depending on the component values. The 0 may lie below or above the pole, specifically for the 0 frequency to be lower. So from there, this condition we can find out what is the value here, and it can be said that there is C2 R2 less than R1 C1. From this figure B and figure C, the response for the two cases, one case is R2 C2 less than R1 C1 and other case is R2 C2 greater than R1 C1 respectively. These are the responses. Note that B out by B in equals to R2 by R1 R2 at H equals to 0 because the capacitor acts as open. I mean to say this and this are open. Left over is what? Two resistors R1 R2. Yes or no? At H equals to 0 means what? Frequency is
0.
0. Frequency is 0. Okay. Frequency is 0, J omega. It is J omega. So frequency is 0, so at 0 frequency it is they are open. C1, C2 are open. So left over is nothing. Simple. It is R2 by R1 plus R2. And similarly, B out by B in equals to C1 by C1 plus C2 at H equals to infinite. And frequency is very high. Is it understood? This thing?
Yes, sir.
Now, figure 15.18 uses an active element. It is an active filter. Earlier, whatever you have discussed so far are all passive. All the components are passive components. No active components are there. No VGT, no op-amp, no FET. So this here, first time we are seeing here that op-amp is coming. This circuit in figure shows the active component of the filter depicted in 7. I mean to say 15.17a. This one. Only thing you have added a op-amp. Compute the response of the circuit. Assume the gain of the op-amp is large. It is gain AV is considered to be very high, if not infinity, at least very high. So we can get this one or not. V out by V in of H, that is transfer function of this filter. Can we written this or not? Let me see whether you are recollecting.
Yes, sir, it can be.
It can be just we have studied few. I mean, last lecture only, last 1 or 2 lecture that how op-amp can be used. What will be its gain? You have seen that minus.
RF by RE.
It is what actually, and this is what. This is R prime or Z prime, or it is R, isn't it? So in this case, gain was what? AB was given earlier minus R prime, that is feedback resistor by R. It was that this kind of expression. It was Z, I think. It was Z or no? Z prime by Z was the notation earlier. Doesn't matter. So the combination is acting as a feedback element, and hence you are able to write this. Aman, you are getting it?
Yes, sir.
So, which if you simplify, we'll get this one. As expected, at H equals to 0, that is 0 frequency, B out by B in will be minus R2 by R1. Is it that? See this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And at H equals to infinite, it is going to be minus C1 by C2. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So figures 15.18b, this figure, and C, this figure, plot the response for the two cases when C1 R1 less than C2 R2 and C1 R1 greater than C2 R3. C2 R3, where R3 is coming from? It's a typing mistake. What is that? This figure is not have R3. Yes or no? R3 is there here.
No, sir. It's not.
So it is not R3, it is a typing mistake. See, typing mistake may be there always. So I always tell you to point out anywhere if you can. I'll remove it. Okay. So well understood. These are all responses. Now we'll discuss something from your book. See, whatever I was discussing was from different book, and this is this portion starting from the beginning of the filter. This was from Behzad Rezavi. Okay. Sometimes you would like to, whenever you will go in the higher semester further and prepare for core placement, if somebody is targeting, then you should read two books. One is Razavi for analogs, and another one is for digital, is Janam Rabi. Okay. So Razavi's book it is, and you will find very good videos also of Razavi on analog circuits. I suggest all the students to follow these two book and the video if you can download and go through. Okay. So in your batch, anybody is targeting for core company in future? Aman, what is your target? Core company or some coding company?
Sir, coding company.
Coding company. And then Harsh Tripathi, Pratham,
Sir, core company.
core company, good. Then you should pay attention to these books I said and lectures also. And you should also try to take as many VLSI design papers as possible, because core company means here NBIT is the company which are related to VLSI design, right? Like antenna, microwave, or other kind of core instrumentation companies are not coming. Mainly coming in the VLSI. Placement is there in VLSI in core company. So it is for all of you, even for the other session also. You can convey that if you want to go for core company, then you should take more interest in VLSI design circuits and subjects, okay, and projects also. in future. You can start projects just after finishing this course of this semester. The summer vacation normally every year, full of students are there in my lab. But this time, Corona is going on, so even from distant, uh, around 14 students were involved with me. They are targeting for core company, and I used to take their classes, simulation based on simulation software have done, and they are now quite knowledgeable. And they're going to do project in VLSI domain also. Okay, so this is for your information. If in your batch anybody is interested to work in this domain, research work targeting for companies, core companies, then you can separately contact me, whatever, or you can discuss with your seniors what they are doing. Okay, you have Harshdeep Party, you can discuss with Harsh Malpani of your senior batch what they are doing, they took the specialization also on VLSI design and done some courses also, extra courses. You can also do. For your case, earlier for them it was difficult to take up this VLSI as specialization because 8 GPA was the criteria. Now it has been reduced in a meeting, and the circular has come that if somebody is having 7.5 GPA, then also they can take 7.5 up to 4th semester. Then you can go for this specialization in VLSI design to gain better knowledge. Okay. So they have done. I mean, many students are doing still. Okay, and it will be beneficial for them because they will be learning more, doing project and learning more. So obviously they will have the upper hand. Anyway, this is future case. If anybody is interested, you can contact me. I'll discuss in future and elaborately about this. Now let us start the things. Whatever is mentioned in your book, particularly the Millman-Halkias. Active filters, low pass, high pass, and band stop design guidelines. Under this topic, we have this discussion. Very quickly, we'll finish it up because we have already come across what is active filters and what is passive filters, etc. Classification also we have seen. Of course, it was from different book. You should have the flavor of different book also. As I said, that you need knowledge to get the placement in core company. Anyway, consider the ideal low pass filter response shown in figure here. This is the figure. This is ideal case. Remember, it's sharp fall is occurring. In reality, it will not happen. Okay. In this plot, all signals within the band f greater than equals to 0, less than equals to f0. This is the f0. f0h it is telling because higher end of the frequency band are transmitted without loss. There is no loss here. Whereas inputs with frequencies f greater than f0 give 0 output. It is known that such an ideal characteristic is unrealizable. Okay, with physical elements like your capacitor, inductor, or op amp even, because you have to use some passive elements, and thus it is necessary to approximate. Approximation may be something like what we have already seen. It started dropping, it will drop in this way. Active filters permit the realization of the arbitrary left-hand poles for AV of S, even the operation amplifier as the active element, and only resistors and capacitors for the passive elements. That we have seen. Just we have finished that one. We'll see here also some of the cases. Since commercially available op amps have unity gain bandwidth, products, normally called GBP in short, unity GBP, as high as 100 megahertz. It is possible to design active filters up to a frequency of several megahertz. The limiting factor for full power response at those high frequencies is the slewing rate of the op-amp, and commercially available op-amp has slew rate of as high as 100 volt per microsecond. Remember this figure, 100 volt per microsecond. The practical realization of the various kinds of filter we'll be discussing now. Consider the circuit shown here, where the active element is operation amplifier. Okay, now it has been symbolized, Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4. In place of this, sometimes we'll be connecting capacitors, sometimes we'll be connecting resistor in different configuration to get different kind of filters. This is a generalized active filter. Okay. You have the op-amp, so it is active filter. The passive components will be connected in a different way to get a different kind of filters. So normally this kind of question we ask, schematize the circuit diagram of the first order low pass active filter. Schematize and justify the frequency response of the first order low pass filter, etc. Here, second order low pass filter is shown in figure B. Here, second order. So order of filter is decided by what? Have you earlier studied filter a bit or not in your basic principles, principle of electronics?
Yes, sir. In circuit theory.
Oh, then I could skip it, no? Should I skip all those?
So we have studied mainly about the approximation, Butterworth and Chebyshev.
Okay. So should I skip all those things? I think you are knowing all those things. This whatever I am discussing.
Yes, sir. A brief description, sir. This, not in details.
I mean,
Can you explain? Yes, sir. About this.
about this brief discussion was there, or I am giving
No,
a
no.
brief.
Yeah. No, sir. I'm saying, can you explain it in like brief? What is happening in the circuit?
Achha,
Second order. Yes, sir.
The order of filter, how it is decided? First order, second order. Is it known? It is called, this is the diagram bigger, B, second order low pass filter. Why it is second order? Why not first order? And C is first order. What element is deciding the order? Eh? Tell somebody. You've studied now.
Sir, cascaded RC.
Order of filter is decided by which filter I should say first order, which filter I should say second order, which one third order or fourth order filter. That's not my question. What is the criteria with which we can say this one is this, this one is this, this one is this? Aman?
Sir, don't know.
Yes. Try to understand this because you have studied, that's why I'm asking. No. Recollect, you may be forgetting. Try to recollect whatever you have studied, you know. It is not that you have not. Hmm? Order of the transfer function, what is that? From there also you can, I'm giving some hints. Hmm? See, in the circuit also, you see, the one pair of passive element is there. Yeah? C and R in this. Without going into much detail, you can this way also remember. Because one pair of passive component, it is having two pair. Hmm? The first pair, it depends on the order, but in this way I can think of second pair of passive component. There is a second order. In this way, if you study, we'll see further order of filters. Then it will be clear to you how it is order is increasing and decided. To realize odd order filters, it is necessary to cascade the first order filter shown in figure 16-18 C. Okay, this is a first order filter. Only one pair is there, passive element, with second order section such as indicated in B. This is having two pair, one, so it is a second order. So if you want a third order, that is odd order filter. So you cascade these two, you will get a third order filter. For example, the third order Butterworth active filter consists of the circuit in figure B in cascade with C. Are you getting? Aman?
Yes, sir.
So first order plus second order is going to give you third order. But if you want to go for fourth order, then it will be clear here. You see that fourth order Butterworth low pass filter. See, this is one pair, second order. It is second order or not? Here is also, it is also second order. Two second order has been cascaded to get a fourth order Butterworth. Could you understand? Without going into much detail, you can just have a glance of the circuit and you will understand the order of the filters. Now, high pass prototype and idealized high pass filter characteristic is indicated in this figure. The high pass second order filter is obtained from the low pass second order filter by applying transformation. What is the transformation? Interchanging our resistances with the capacitance and capacitances. You change their locations. I mean, ideal filter characteristic A. This is ideal filter characteristic low pass, and high pass B is high pass and C is band pass. Okay, a particular band is being allowed. So we'll see that a second order band pass prototype is obtained by cascading a low pass second order section whose cutoff frequency is FOH with a high pass second order section whose cutoff frequency is FOL. So actually you'll be able to passing this pass only. In this way you can make a band pass. Is it understood how things are made?
Yes, sir.
Here this thing is understood. An ideal high pass filter is here, and the high pass second order filter is obtained from the low pass second order filter by interchanging the values, elements. In place of R you put C and vice versa. Now band reject. This was band pass. A particular band is being passed, and the frequency is FOH and FOL. That kind of filter you have to cascade and you'll get it. Now band pass filter. Band reject filter. In this figure 1620, here is the band reject. You see that low frequency is passed, high frequency is also passed, but in between frequency band is rejected. This figure shows that band reject filter is obtained by paralleling a high pass section whose cutoff frequency is FOL with a low pass section whose cutoff frequency is FOH. Note that for band reject characteristics it is required that FOH less than FOL. This condition you have to remember. Based on that, one question can be also asked in your exam. Aman,
Sir.
this all discussion is understood.
Yes, understood.
I think you were knowing all those things. I don't know how much was discussed. I don't know. But lately we have discussed all kind of filters, classification of filters, and once you are knowing, so more or less you are. Have you simulated or done any lab? You have not done physically here, but simulated any filters? Yes or no?
No, sir.
You are not simulated. Oh, so in this lab is this lab will be happening, no? Analog circuit lab will be happening, and then definitely you will have to simulate or even in hardware you have to make. If Corona is allowing you to come here, so possibly you'll be doing all those things physically also with transistor, BJT or op-amp. You'll be making the various kinds of filters, low pass, high pass, band pass, etc. You'll see the results in oscilloscope. If it is possible physically to come here and do, we don't know what is going to happen. When you are supposed to come in the institute?
So 10th of May.
10th of May. So for this lab or any other purpose?
Sir, labs. Pending labs.
Pending lab. So this lab is pending. It's not occurring. So you may have to simulate. And during that time, only you'll get the BJT or this op-amp 741. With that, you can do and get the feel of how filter is designed. More or less, this kind of circuits will be required for realizing that. So with this, the fourth module is over, and we can now go into the fifth module, that is the final module. Today we'll just see the few slides at the beginning, and next class onwards. Next class is which date?
Sir, 31st.
31st. Time?
Sir, 2 to 3 p.
2 to 3 p.m. What is that? 31st of March. It is Wednesday, right? Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday I have class for your senior from 3. Let me check up. Wednesday. What is the schedule? The schedule is, just have a glance on this topic. This is a topic we have to cover, right? See, anything is known to you or not? Wednesday 15 3:15 I have class for seniors. No problem, we can take the class. 2 to 3 we can take the class. For any reason, if I am not able to take, I'll inform you. So in this module, fifth module, Sempron Hort circuit you have to study. Have you heard about this Sempron Hort circuit earlier? Aman?
No, sir.
Then specification of DAC. DAC means digital to analog converters, weighted resistor DAC, R2R ladder type DAC. Then ADC, analog to digital converters, various kinds are there. Parallel comparator type ADC, then successive approximation type ADC, then counter type ADC, dual slope converter type ADC, comparison of various types of ADC DAC will be done. So our view of all those various type of ADC and DAC will be discussed in this module mainly. Okay, this is what the Sempron Hort circuit. Should we start or stop here? What do you suggest? Tell Aman, Harsh.
So we can start a new class.
New class. Okay. We'll start. See, just say that we are going to use op-amp once again. Okay. Now application of op-amp will be staying a lot, or kind of comparator. You can say comparator, and comparator is nothing but what? Operational amplifier only. Only thing that what I said, that there should not be a CC, compensating capacitor. Then it will be operating as a op-amp. Okay. So you can say this is a comparator or operational amplifier, doesn't matter, but it is there in this realization. So from the next class we'll begin this one. Now we'll be in a comfortable position because much thing is not there. 135 slides are there. We'll be able to cover peacefully. There is no hurry. Okay, leave the class and take rest.